All right, welcome everybody to tonight's non-conference matchup between the hometown Milton-Union Bulldogs and the very close by Newton Indians. I'm joined tonight here by my good friend Rusty Burner. So any thoughts on this game tonight before we get started? I have a few, but I thought I'd give you the floor first.
Well, we'll probably wait till after the anthem.
Okay.
Give me a little bit more than 15 seconds.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, obviously, you've got a little bit of a rivalry game just from location. Down 48. You got two teams who both above 500, and speaking with Coach Roos, Newton is 5-3 with, essentially wins against teams they should beat and losses to teams they probably should have lost to. They are coached by first-year coach at Newton, Stephanie Landis. And a little background on her, she was a all-state state championship point guard at Beaver Creek in the 90s for Ed Zink's really good teams then, and over 1,000-point scorer, and went on to have a 4-year really good career at the University of Dayton. I think for a while was their all-time three-point shooting leader.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
and
that's impressive.
I know all this because she is married to my college roommate, Sean Landis.
Okay.
Stephanie is, and then Stephanie also was a head girls coach down in Cincinnati at Hamilton High School. It may have been at another high school, but I won't say because I can't remember. So, I say that to say these girls are going to be well coached. They're going to play hard, but they're still learning to play for her and her expectations.
So is she teaching up there or just coaching?
She does not. I believe she does coaches, but I don't know that for sure.
And your buddy Landis, where is he from?
Sean is from Newton. He's actually first
Gotcha.
ballot Hall of Famer at Newton. Was a tremendous pitcher. Pitched at UD, but then transferred to Miami. Pitched a little bit professionally after college, but and Sean and I have known each other, competed against each other in high school, and then obviously we're roommates and still stay in touch since we're obviously right down the road. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So Reese Hess, number 5 for Newton. She's a senior. She is actually leading the WOAC in scoring. She's averaging 18 points a game. Also Brooke Hines, number 2. She is 5th in the conference in assists. And you also have Felicity Harbor, who is 2nd in the league in field goal percentage. So they got some girls putting up some numbers.
Yep.
So I think we're going to have a fairly even match today. That was number 50, Felicity Harbor. She is a junior.
Well, both teams get out in a quick pace. You can see they're going to push and transition.
And like we were talking about, the games they beat Bradford and they also beat Twin Valley South, and it was similar scores to our girls, Milton's score to those guys. So.
Yep.
Good anticipation there by Jenna.
Milton starts off in their 1-2-2, very active. Looks like they are going with the freshman Lehman to round out the starting five with the normal 4 starters.
And it's good to see Shannon Broomball back out there. Was dealing with some illness for a while, but I think she's back to health again.
Just like any typical year, there's a lot of that going around.
Yep.
There's Hess up and under, doesn't get it.
And
Ava may have got away with one there.
Yeah, lost the handle.
Going to get a lot of time. Probably should have shot the first one, but she made it. So
Ava, good 3-point shooter.
Yep.
So good start for the Bulldogs.
Quick timeout.
Little 5-0 start there. Good composure there by Ava. A lot of times when people are that wide open, they clank it. But she was money on that one. Today at halftime, I know you had brought Blake Broomball up for a little interview in one of the last games, and so today I'm going to bring up Nathan Broomball and my daughter Morgan, who are a junior and a senior college athletes. So I thought it'd be interesting to get the elder statesman view on college athletics and high school, and just kind of get their perspective on things, because Nate will be graduating. He's got his spring season of tennis left at Cedarville. He'll be graduating, and Morgan's junior, finished up her junior season. She'll have a short spring season and then one more year. So it'll be kind of fun to talk to those two guys.
It's crazy.
And get their views on things.
It's crazy that they're already. Now it looks like we're going to extend our 1-2-2 a little bit here. Coach Roos saw the pressure that number 2 did not like out of Newton. And there's another steal.
Good steal by Burbridge. Good job by Newton to get back.
Newton is in, looked like a man-to-man, and that was one thing Coach Roos said. They are going to play man-to-man, and they're going to stay in it regardless. Another steal by Broomball. Dogs have been really active so far early in their zone.
Yeah, nice job getting out in passing lanes, just making it tough.
Yep, they're in man. Dogs are going to go into their ball screen motion and really try to run them around and get them confused.
A little dribble drive, screen, ball screen.
Good patience by the Dogs here. Good pass.
Nice look.
Good pass there. Ava kind of floated right into a sweet spot when she saw her girl get her head turned, and Dogs out early, 7-0.
Extending the pressure. Kate Kopp, long, up top.
Sophie's got to watch her. Oh.
Almost another one.
Should have had another one. There's Hess just off the mark.
Tough shot.
Lehman with the rebound, and she's going to throw it to
the bleachers.
An area that nobody occupied at the moment.
Little panic by the freshman. That's all right.
Yep.
You're going to have those. So we have a substitution. Is that number 10 that came in?
Number 12.
Number 12. That's Riley Hess, I'm guessing the sister.
Hess to the corner for 3, and it's off the mark, and we're off running. Oh, I was going to say, May got a.
I like to see Jenna kick that up to Kate up the floor and let Kate go shoot a layup.
Yep, I would agree.
So we're going to have Jenna Broomball at the line shooting 2.
And while she's shooting, I do need to comment. Mason's mustache is coming in quite nicely.
He's very proud of that. Of course, you know, being a Grudage, it comes easy.
Yeah, well, you can see it across the gym.
Yeah,
so you can let him know it's.
Growing a mustache is not a difficult. Grudages, we're not good at a lot of things, but one thing we are
facial
good
hair.
At is facial hair. Yes.
Okay.
We can grow facial hair pretty easily. So great start for the Bulldogs. Up 8-0. They're really struggling versus this zone.
Yep.
And they, as you said, Bulldogs are doing a nice job of being really active in it, not just standing there, getting passing lanes, and making life tough for them.
They caught Sophie. Sophie was in there early and never really vacated. They get all the way out, both feet out.
Good pressure by Kate.
Yep, they've extended that point. They're widening out their wings. I think part of that is there's not a heavy concern about that girl in the middle. Hess with the rebound, no good.
There's a lid on the basket right now for the Indians. I like the patience by the Bulldogs.
Yep. Showing our maturity here.
Yeah, not forcing stuff. Looking for it, it's not there. Let's pull it out and let's run our offense.
I'm going to get this. Refuses it. They got away with one.
Little Euro. No.
Now, what'll be interesting for Newton is one of the things we're giving away in the 1-2-2 is we're giving away that high post because we're not worried about that. So if Newton makes an adjustment where they maybe put Hess in there, you know, that could be a different situation.
And 2 for Shannon off the lob play out of bounds. Good execution by the Bulldogs there.
Hess, little jump hop into the lane, no good. Rebound by Broomball. Jenna,
from
if
deep.
This one goes, I'm going to say.
Good battle by Lehman there.
Bulldogs are really controlling the tempo here. And
Layla Van Collen back into the game, replacing Harbor. And Newton, of course, we didn't play a JV game today. Newton's battling through some sickness. As you mentioned earlier, everybody kind of deals with it this time of year. I counted both teams dressed 10 girls on the bench today. A steal by Burbridge. She get to the basket, she can, and she finishes. Nice finish by Ava. Took a little contact there.
Here they come. They're going to try to beat the zone down the court, and they don't quite get there. Really leaving the middle of the paint open. There's Hess. Ooh.
A little bit of a gift call there, I think. We had pretty good position. Good aggressive move though. Get to the basket. Shots aren't falling. Get yourself to the rim.
Yep.
And Hess makes the first one with some serious hard dribbles there.
Trying to make sure the free throw nail is down into the hardwood.
Nice and tight.
Jeez.
Sound like a big bass drum. Looks like they're gonna pull a little full court pressure here.
A little 1-2-2 or 2-2-1, excuse me. Dogs no problem with it. Now they're going to look
like they're going to pick up the tempo a little bit, pick up the pressure a little bit.
Dogs kind of trying to backdoor play.
And thought it might have been a little bit of a jump ball there.
Good play out of pressure there.
Good back cut.
Pretty veteran crew out here tonight.
Probably not a lot of games. I don't know. Thursday's a girls' game evening.
Well, and you got some holiday tournaments.
Yeah.
They're going to play tonight and tomorrow. This off. Sophie with a little bit of a
room ball, 1 for 2 from the line.
Oh,
got a couple travels there.
Ball moved a lot there for first field goal for the Indians.
Van Collen with the layup. Bulldogs do a nice job of beating the pressure, and Lehman gets blocked. Van Collin having a nice little series here. Kicks it up.
Oh,
Burbridge almost had another steal.
Collin, nice move there. Very Akeem Olajuwon.
Yeah, a little dream shake.
Yeah.
Comp thought about it. Practice that left hand next summer.
Rip it and go.
Good turn.
Good job, Sophie.
Nice drop step by the freshman. That'll help her confidence a little bit. So we're 15-4 here.
I think one of the things they're really forcing is they're forcing their offense into the left side.
Good take by Hess.
And their guards are not liking that. Oh, nice post up by Sophie. Good job.
Nice work. Good look by Kate Kopp.
She won that battle early.
And she wanted it.
Yep, she did.
She wanted that ball.
Good job there by Sophie.
Coach Roos got to like to see that from the freshman.
And you can see they're keeping the ball on that left side, which is not a strong point. There's
nice
Jenna.
Steal.
Yep.
Good follow.
That's as a coach, that's something that probably frustrates you more than anything. You get a run out like that, and everybody else jogs down the court, and she misses. And
Kate with a couple hustle points.
Yep.
It's a nice steal by Jenna, nice clean steal. And then she kind of slowed up a little bit going in for the layup.
Yep.
And then a nice follow by Kate. So there you have it. After 1 quarter of play, it's Bulldogs 19, Indians 4. Coach Roos has got to be really happy about that first quarter.
Yeah, and you can see up there on the scoreboard, you got a lot of balanced scoring. Between Ava and Shannon and, different Bulldogs, and even Sophie Lehman, a couple nice post moves.
Yeah, she has 4, and Shannon's got a bucket, and Kate's got a bucket, so it's really spread out. So good for the Bulldogs. Good start to the game. Now try to keep them out of it here. We'll see if Newton tries to adjust. The difficulty when you're playing against a zone like that is when you get down, it's hard to come back quick.
Yep.
And they're going to have to, Newton's going to have to hit some shots to try to get back in this. And the one thing you really want to see as a coach is just these first 2 minutes. Don't give them life. Don't give them any breath.
Yep. Keep the pressure.
Keep the pressure up on them.
Keep the tempo where you want it. Because right now, like you said, it's 19-4. Newton has struggled, but at some point they're gonna get into a little bit of a flow, and you want to make sure though that it's not in a way that gets this game back to where it's under 10, closer to 5 and that sort of thing. So just keep doing the things you're doing. And
looks like we have Shortridge into the game and
Riley Shaw
into the game,
sophomore.
So Kate Kopp's going to take a break.
Sophie Lehman.
And Sophie Lehman taking a break. So it's good for Coach Roos.
Nice play there. Just lost the handle, 50. Good sized, athletic looking post player. Had good position there and just seemed to lose it.
Yeah, it was a bad pass by Jenna there.
Yep.
Made it a little more difficult than it needed to be.
Coach Roos was not happy with Jenna on that.
Good rebound. That's always tough. An air ball's tough. So good job by Jenna.
May got away with another one there. Jenna's got away with a couple slide steps.
Yep.
Not sure the Newton faithful was real happy about.
Here comes Newton pushing the tempo again. Hess trying to get it inside.
Good job by Riley Shaw there. Got a deflection into a jump ball. Going to get a possession here for Milton-Union.
Active hands. Deflections equal steals. And Jenna's going to set the offense.
Oh, she had her. Got to hold the post just a little bit longer. Oh, still got her. Newton's rotations are really slow. A good job. Probably need it. That pass has got to come from the high post reversal.
Yeah. She needed a little more air under it. It probably was going to get to it.
Well, she reverses it to Shannon. Shannon's not only got a better angle, but it's kind of cleared the junk out too.
Yep, Shannon's got a box her out off of that shot.
Yep.
Good defense by her, but she's got a box her out then. And through to the bleep. I think Jenna may not agree with that call.
I don't think Jenna touched it. I think he was looking for help. He didn't get it, and he just stayed with this Newton possession. Newton working the ball around the perimeter.
Good look inside.
May have been a
little over the back.
Yeah. Which is why I think he probably opted to give the ball to Milton-Union. Sometimes they're going to acknowledge that foul, but
I think Milton's making it a little more difficult on themselves to get it in there. There's really not that much pressure.
Yep, I would agree.
Making not great decisions.
And the student section just showed up. Oh.
Maybe a little too much mustard on it. Bodies flying everywhere. Good box out. Good box out by Ava. Shannon, excuse me, with the turnaround. Good defense.
Yep.
And 14.
Looks like they got some.
She got blood or something? She must have blood. So we have Lehman and Kopp back in the game.
Checking in for Broomball and Broomball.
The Broomball cousins are out.
Mm-hmm.
So 5:30 to go in the game, or in the half, excuse me. 6 to 19 Bulldogs. Nice steal by the Bulldogs here. Short Ridge. Good.
Kenzie.
I was just going to say good decision by Short Ridge, and then she threw the pass. Tell you what, the Bulldogs are getting beat on the offensive glass a little bit.
Yep.
Which it's tougher to rebound out of the zone.
Good minutes there out of Riley.
Yeah.
Usually gets. Yep. Yep. Truce is not happy.
She is not.
Well, I think, right now as you're watching, our girls they're not actively engaging into a screen action to get themselves open into a good position. They're kind of standing.
And they're not really cutting towards the ball.
Correct.
So then the pass is kind of going away from them a little bit.
The ball's got to hit a spot, and, once they get it entered, they're going to be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all they got. You're right. They've struggled to just inbound it. Once they get it in, they haven't had any problems. It's just getting the ball in bounds.
Yep.
We're still at 19-6. Again, the Bulldogs jumped out to a big first quarter lead and struggling a little bit against the Newton pressure, full court pressure.
That's well, it's just one of those, like against that pressure, you just say make the easy pass.
Yep.
Don't overthink this. And don't leave the top scorer in the row wide open.
Yep.
So there's an easy pass.
Girl's got to be cutting to the ball. And she sure did. Catch, square, look opposite. Just slow down. Just getting in a little bit of a hurry, which is exactly what Newton's trying to do, trying to speed us up. Yeah, little quick trigger there.
Yep.
Like to see us come down, just run a little bit of offense, get a little more movement, get everybody back in the flow. We're kind of out of the flow right now.
Well, when you're struggling beating the pressure, you finally break it, and you kind of want to go and get after it. And we've taken some quick shots. Okay, well,
that's a nice move by Coach Landis.
Yep.
Got her leading scorer flashing into that high post, and she's got a wide open 15-footer.
It's a good shot by Shannon. That's what we talked about, is that wide open high post. You know, at what point is she going to put Hess in the middle of that? Ooh.
Is that on Shannon, or was that on?
I think it's going to be on Lehman.
On Lehman.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't think it was Lehman. Shannon's 32?
No, Shannon's 20. He called it on 22.
Oh. Yeah, I thought Lehman was straight up there. I thought it was Shannon coming back in.
Well, I'll be honest, I'm not sure. I felt like either one of them really fouled her. Going to go a little bit smaller here against pressure.
Yep, get another ball handler in there. Match up Shannon with Harbor, and then you got 4 guards out there.
And the bank is open.
The banks
this
are
late.
open. Yeah, you wouldn't think they'd be open past 6, but they are.
Well, maybe in an ATM drive-through, online banking. You know, in today's world.
That's true. Banks are never closed.
No. A little running jump.
Bulldogs need to get somebody in the middle of that.
The thing is, they're getting a good look there by Shannon, and that's a look that she knocks down. And okay, here we go. Oh, Coach Roos wanting us to push.
I'd like to see us get some layups.
A little bit of flow in either
we're
runouts or.
We've shot a bunch of 15-footers and haven't made any of them. That good hustle getting on the floor.
Yeah, we need either a run out easy layup off a turnover or run some clock, be patient, handle their pressure. You know, because right now, you know, we haven't scored this quarter.
No. Get to the basket, get yourself a layup, draw a foul. Do something just to slow things down a little bit. We're too much of a hurry. We're letting their pressure speed us up too much.
Letting it dictate too much of the game.
And again, at halftime, we're going to have a couple Bulldog graduate / college athletes. Morgan Grudich.
Are we supposed to have a second quarter guest?
Well, he wanted to be on air, but I told him to come up in second quarter, and Mr. Shower Power did not come up here.
It looks like he's spending a little time with the fans.
Which I get. Maybe we can get him in the third quarter. The boys play tomorrow night at Oakwood in the Pit.
At the Pit.
Be a good experience for our young men. They haven't had the pleasure of playing in the Pit. What's the best game you ever had in the Pit?
Played there. Well.
Oh, that's the game.
Hold on.
Okay, that's right. I forgot about this. Coach Berner missed the bus.
So.
Is that what year was that?
My sophomore year.
Sophomore year.
There's a funny story. We're going to have to come back to that one.
That's right. Coach Berner did not play at the Pit his sophomore year.
Yeah.
Due to disciplinary reasons.
Conduct unbecoming of the team.
We'll
come back to that because there's a really good story about that.
I forgot all about that.
The funny thing is I looked down at Doc Ginn because he could talk about that as well.
So Harbor, who is the leading field goal percentage girl in the league, Now the Bulldogs need to go get a layup here, make that short ridge. That's what they needed, but you got to make the layup.
And now this lead's dwindled down to 6.
Yep. Now the Indians are right back in the ball game and feeling confident. Nice job by Shannon. Let's run a little offense here.
Yep, exactly.
Not getting it.
Get the ball swung. Get the ball swung. There you go.
Move the ball
right into it.
Get yourself a good look or a layup.
There's 3 girls guarding 2. Somebody's got to be open. You got to pick up their pace within this.
Good take.
Good move by Jenna. Finish.
Got to make that. Good job to get it back. Little Euro.
Nope.
And
it's going
lost
to go this way.
Yep. Good take by Jenna.
Yep.
And even getting the ball back. So the first quarter was all Bulldogs, and now the second quarter is all Indians. The Bulldogs are yet to score in this quarter.
And that was good, though. Get into an offensive flow. And
yeah, that was a much better possession. Even though they didn't score, that was a much better possession.
Better looks.
Yeah. As I said, air balls are tough to rebound.
One of the things that Newton's doing a good job of is their post players being really active at posting and sealing off our low girls in the zone.
Good decision there. And can't bring that ball down. Nice job by the guard there, Maya Denlinger, to tie up Shannon. I'd like to see her just go all the way to the rack and score there.
Yep. Yep.
Coming right
nice
back.
Screen. May got a little way with a little bit illegal screen there.
Yep. Good call. Getting good work by the Bulldogs there. Good patience. Ava got a clean look.
Yep.
Good offensive board by Kate.
You talk about tale of 2 quarters. You know, there was a lid on the hoop for Newton, and you know we've kind of had the similar situation. Part of that is we haven't really got ourselves into a good flow. Little mix. There it is. Oh my word, Ava. That's what Coach Roos was looking for in that.
Burbridge.
There we go.
Good look.
Foot was on the line. Yeah, foot was on the line. But with a minute to go, Bulldogs scored their first bucket. Ran a nice little invert play in the ball screen action and had Kate wide open, but Ava wasn't looking.
Didn't see it. Big basket, though, by Burbridge. Broke the ice. Oh, double dribble.
My.
Missed the double dribble call.
Same. Let's go.
Good board by Shannon.
Push. Coach Roos wants him to push.
20 seconds. Nice take. Nice
That's
finish.
what he needed right there.
Nice finish by Burbridge. Getting all the way to the rack. Taking a little contact.
Stay here. 4.5 seconds left. Good defense by Shannon. Nice little 4-0 spurt to end the quarter, or in the half, excuse me.
Yeah, good end for the Bulldogs. Not a great second quarter, obviously, but kind of weathered the storm there. And I thought the last 2 minutes, looked better offensively, handled the pressure, and didn't make very many shots. But then Ava with big 4 points there to give the Bulldogs a 10-point lead.
So while we're waiting for Nate and Morgan to come over, there's the Oakwood story. Sophomore year, I'm, just got my driver's license. and I had called we didn't have texting back then. I had called a teammate to say, what time do we need to be there? Now, that's up for debate whether he told me the wrong time on purpose.
Okay.
And I will not say who it is.
Well, you can tell me off air.
Yeah. And we'll come back to it because we got Nate Broomball. So I'm going to hop out. Or are we going to – you want me to stay on with –
You can.
Well, Morgan's going to be. I'll let them both be on here.
Okay.
I'll get out of here.
All right. To be continued.
Yep, you guys are both on.
Yep.
Oh, man. This is crazy.
Go ahead, Nate. Sit down. We'll make Morgan stay. You got it. You got here before Morgan, so you get to sit.
All right.
You know what? Put your headset on.
You want the chair?
No, you both are going at the same time. Put your headset on.
Are we on camera? There it
yes,
is.
we are on camera.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Morgan got up here late, so she has to stand, but she has her Christmas sweater on. So put your headphone on.
Yeah, my bad, Morgan.
Why are they not twisted? Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Why are you so mad?
I'm not. All right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. There you go. All right. We finally got them both up here.
Yep.
Merry Christmas, Nate.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
All right. So we got Nathan Broomball, senior at Cedarville. Played tennis for all 4 years. Just finished up your fall season, correct?
Yes, sir.
You'll be graduating with civil engineering degree in May.
In May. Yep, May 4th.
And then Morgan just finished up her junior year at IU East in soccer. And we'll have a short spring season, and then we'll have her final year. So I just wanted to bring a couple veteran college athletes up here. Both excellent students, I imagine. Are you on the scholar athlete or anything like that?
Close.
Close. Okay. Okay. And what are you playing? First, second, double? What are you playing?
Playing first doubles and second singles. That's what I played in the fall. So,
Gotcha.
Right around that area.
And then Morgan was a defensive midfielder for the Red Wolves. Started every game and rarely came out. Can you hear me, Morgan?
Yep.
Okay, I just want to make sure we can hear you. So, Nate, we'll go with you first. So I'm just curious, looking back for like when you were in high school, what you thought college athletics was going to be like and how it is.
Oh, yeah.
What's the big difference to you now that you've been through it for 4 years? Kind of from what you expected it to be.
Definitely the time. The time you take in practice is just way more valuable. Like, you know, you get out of practice and then you have to do schoolwork the rest of the night. So it just feels like your time you're just always fighting for more time you're throughout the day.
Constantly busy. How about you, Morgan?
For practice?
No, just in general. What's different about college athletics from maybe what you thought it was going to be like in high school now that you've been into it? What's different?
I would say I'm with him too. You don't have a ton of free time. You're always doing something. And practices are a lot longer. You have more stuff throughout the day, not just practice. You have film and other stuff going on.
So how often, pull your mic just a little bit closer to your mouth there. There you go. Morgan, how often, like during a typical week during season, how often do you guys watch film?
It's more towards the beginning of the season. I would say maybe once or twice a week.
And is that the whole team in there together
Yeah.
and you guys are watching film?
Yeah, the whole team.
Is it watching you guys specifically, or are you watching other teams, or both?
Both. We watch our old games and then some of just our opponents, whoever we have coming up.
And does he typically game plan for every team, or you guys are going to go do what you guys do?
We kind of game plan, but not as much. We just watch out for certain players, who their best players are, just be aware of them.
Gotcha. So Nate, looking at playing, you played football, you played basketball, you played tennis here at Milton. What's the biggest difference playing college athletics to playing high school athletics?
I'd say the level of play. In high school sports, every team typically that you play has a weakness. They have players that aren't at the same level, that you can take advantage of. Whereas in college, everybody's at that same level you are, and you're fighting like for a much more slim margin of error. Mm-hmm. Everything is just tighter, and you got to be more focused and disciplined, and I think that's where you develop most in college.
Morgan, what do you think is the biggest difference between high school soccer and college soccer?
I would say speed of play and just the mistakes you made as a midfielder. If I make a little mistake, it can cause a lot of bad things to happen. So.
Right. And I imagine the size and all that of the other players.
Yeah.
Nate, what's been your favorite thing about being a college athlete?
I'd say the team. We do everything together. Traveling on the road, we're all together in the vans or the bus, and then we're eating together and just staying with each other all the time. And
right.
You come out of classes, you see the same people every day, and the team at Cedarville is great. We're all just like brothers and really close. So that's been a blessing and something just amazing from that.
Okay, Morgan, how about you? What's one of your favorite things of being a college athlete?
I would say, well, I met my best friends with soccer, so that's one of my favorite things, my roommates. And I think traveling and staying in hotels, that's fun, being with the whole team and hanging out with them.
So Nate, what's the best place that you played so far? Best, I don't know.
Yeah,
not stadium, but tennis complex.
Yes.
Where's the best place you played?
Yeah, so every year for spring break, we go down to Orlando, Florida, and we play at the USTA National Tennis Center. And they have 32 courts there, and it's 85 degrees and sunny about every day, so It's just perfect, and it's just been a great time playing in Orlando.
Okay, Morgan, what's the coolest place that you've got to play?
Definitely in Pittsburgh. I forget what the stadium's called.
It's Highmark Stadium.
It's right on.
On the river.
Yeah, right on the river with the bridge. It's really nice. It doesn't.
You can
not
see
MLS, but the
Riverhounds.
Yeah.
It's from the
A lot
USL.
of-
Yeah.
Yeah, professional teams play there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's a professional stadium. It's really cool because it's actually on the other side of the river from where Heinz Field is. So the backdrop of the stadium is like the skyline of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
that's
really
sweet.
cool.
And you can see the Heinz Field,
Yeah.
and you can see everything. It's a neat place.
Super nice turf too.
Yeah, nice stadium. So Nate, if you had any words of advice to give a high school student who wanted to be a college athlete, what advice would you give them? Looking back now that you're finishing up your college career.
Yeah. I would, as far as choosing what you want to do in college, I would say choosing your major, is, pay attention to that because everybody goes in and then keeps changing their majors, waste a lot of time. Then as far as your sport goes, just really focus on training in your time by yourself and just developing your craft, just training individually outside of practice. I'd say that's key.
Putting in time on your own. Morgan,
Yeah.
what advice would you give to somebody that wanted to be a girl that wanted to be a college soccer player?
I would say to not be intimidated by other college athletes. Going in, you don't want to be intimidated. You're just as good as them, and working hard and just trying your best.
Very good. And Nate, what do you think? What's something that helped you the most from things you learned in high school that helped you the most in being in college tennis?
I would say that, though, basically what Morgan just said, the mentality that you can win. Every time you're out on the court, whatever game you're playing, you can win, and you find a way and fight.
Confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence. Morgan, how about you? What?
From high school?
Yeah, what do you think? Something that maybe you learned through high school sports here at Milton that kind of helped you in college?
I would definitely say, same with that what I just said. Don't be intimidated with
Playing with confidence.
with other people, and also just getting to know the people you're playing with. I know it's different from each team, but once you're playing with people, you get into a groove and you know who you're playing with. And I think I learned that a lot in high school, playing with different players.
Right. Well, very good. So Nate will be graduating in May.
Yep.
And then have a civil engineering degree and hopefully working for, if he can get hired, he's going to try. I know he's going to try to get a job at Broomball Engineering.
Yep.
So hopefully that'll work.
A lot
And
of good engineer companies
yeah.
in the West Milton area.
And then Morgan will be junior year, so she'll have a short spring season, and then going to be a big bad senior. Get one more season of playing soccer, and then graduate and interning at Wright Pat, and have a job lined up at Wright Pat. You gonna fly jets?
Yeah, F-15s specifically.
F-15s, flying F-15s. So, all right. Well, hey, thanks you two. I appreciate stopping by.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sure your I'll be sure to let your coaches know that this happens, so they can show all of your teammates. So,
Okay.
representing the IU East Red Wolves with Morgan and the Cedarville
Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets with Nate. So,
Oh,
thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'll take this up.
Yeah.
I adjusted the mic a little
You
bit.
did? Okay.
All right. That was fun.
Well, I'm just. I hope Nate didn't say anything bad about his old high school basketball coach.
No.
That's why I had to walk away, give him that opportunity.
Yeah, we kept it centered on tennis.
Okay, good.
Good steal. Another nice steal by Burbridge. Oop, forgot something.
I think Kate's got an invisible button on her today.
Good look.
Down there catching up with the Sakel crew. Two Milton alumni. Daughters go to Newton.
Good take by Jenna.
Good job there by Jenna. Come out, let's run some offense, let's make them work. A little different look here, looking for their backdoor play.
Shannon at the high post. And turnover.
Yep.
Harbor with the steal. Good look inside. And there's Hess for two more.
She's got 9 now.
And she's good around the basket.
Yep.
She gets herself to the hoop and finishes. Good job by the Bulldogs. And yes, she did. It's been about the third one of those. That's the first one they've caught.
I agree. Just a little sleight of hand.
Yeah, she wanted to get it to Lehman, and then the defender was right there.
Dogs extending their 1-2-2 again, kind of trying to get themselves back into that flow from the first quarter where kind of turned Newton over quite a bit. Now we need to get out and run.
Hess trying to get in there.
Look ahead. Look ahead.
On the offense here.
You know, and right now, got to run some offense with purpose. They're just kind of running through their offense. There it is. Quick, get a quick movement.
Kate wanted to get to the basket.
Slow it down. Be patient. Going into a little dribble handoff action. Jenna kind of little Euro hop step into a scoop.
And drew the foul. Kind of found a little crease there in the defense and did, like you said, did the little Euro hop. Got in there.
So Oakwood.
Yes.
Okay.
So supposedly somebody told you the wrong time on purpose.
Well, like I said, it could have been that, or maybe I was a little bit late on it. But regardless, Coach Thompson's rule was the bus waits for nobody.
Correct.
So as I'm pulling into the old high school parking lot, that yellow bus is pulling out of the parking lot, and there is no stopping.
So what did you do?
So I drive immediately home and tell my dad, I missed the bus. We hop into his car. We get behind the bus and follow it all the way down 48 to Oakwood.
Yep.
And Coach Thompson rule was if you were late, I think it was if you were late 2 quarters. So he makes me dress. And Sits me the entire game.
Yeah, I remember you didn't play.
And he was, his comment was he was so angry at me. And
good transition there by the Bulldogs.
I wasn't late again. I'll say that. But years later, he finally told me, he said, "You thought I just sat you because I was mad at you." And he goes, and while I was, at that point in the season, I was leading the Dayton area in scoring. And he said, I didn't want to, that we had one positive thing going that year. And I didn't want to only give you half a game at the pit. So he could have played me in the second half.
And he made a point to the rest of the team.
Yep. And he said it worked out well for me. And that's why he told me later, he goes, I didn't ever want to tell you that, but I could tell you now. I think it's when him and I were coaching together that he finally told me that. He's like, it was a perfect storm. I could make a point and protect you, and, everybody wins a little bit.
Did we get beat that game?
We did. And that was a season we only won 3 games.
Okay.
And I think that was a game we could have won.
That was his first year back, right?
Correct. So he was making a point, making statements.
How did Papa Ron take all that?
Well, I learned I didn't think I thought he was more upset with me at that moment, but I think Ron and Karen were a little upset that I didn't play at least in the second half.
Right.
Which they weren't vocal about it, but I did find that out later on that they weren't real happy about it.
Yeah.
And but it was a learning curve, and you learn, and we played them my senior year at the pit and won pretty handily. I think I had 19 or 20, and I enjoyed playing there that game. I was, and ironically, Oakwood was my first ever start as a varsity basketball player.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget how many. Did you play like one JV game?
I played about 5 or 6.
Okay.
And may have been a little politics that, as a kid I didn't know about.
Right. Of course there was.
But it was kind of ironic. I played a couple times. I'd play at the end. I'd play the JV game. I'd dress varsity. And then the first time I went into a game was Newton. I played the whole second half at Newton. This was like the third, fourth game of the year. And played the whole overtime. And then the next game I sat.
Yeah.
But then I would go in at the end of the game. If Craig Wright fouled out, I would sit the whole varsity game, and then that would be my quarter. I'd go in for like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
During like a clutch situation. And then finally I walked into school one day. We were supposed to play Graham on a Friday. And it ended up being snowed out, and one of the senior captains came up and said, "You're starting tonight." And we did not end up playing that game. We played the next night against Oakwood, and that was the first game I ever started varsity. And after that, I never
started the rest of them.
I started every game after that. So, and I had broken my hand at the end of football, so I think I had my cast off 4 days before our first JV game. But to be honest with you, when I look back at that freshman year, I actually was way more comfortable in the varsity game than I was a JV game. It was weird. And I don't know if it was the speed of the game. I never got comfortable playing in a JV game as a freshman.
No.
I just always felt off.
Nice
good refusal,
take.
and she's going to take a charge. Yep, that's a good. She was there for a day and a half. Now, was she far under the, I'd like to see that again.
Well, here it is. Not many fouls called today. Gonna get a little. I thought she came over a little late. I don't know. As the British like to say, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Is that a British term?
No, but they say it all the time.
Okay.
If you watch a British soccer game, you're going to hear that quote at least once and probably more than once.
Like the field's greasy?
Like the pitch is greasy, yeah.
The pitch is greasy.
But yeah, they'll say that about an official's call. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Good idea there by Ava. Just
Yep.
a little more sauce on it. It would have got there.
Well, one of the things we've had, 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. I mean, whatever you want to call it. But a lot of those 2-on-1 plays here that Newton's done a good job of forcing us into not an easy bucket.
Right. So we're under 2. Bulldogs holding on to a 11-point lead.
It's really been a slow third quarter.
Yeah, after all the scoring we had in the first
Ooh.
2 quarters. We have a foul there or out of bounds?
No, he caught out of bounds, but I thought number 50 was out of bounds as well.
Yeah,
Who am I to question Mr. Lionel Oburn?
that's right. Nice little out of bounds play there for the post player.
Yep.
Jenna's open, waiting for it. Good luck.
Oh, my.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, better give that one. A little bit of a hammer there they didn't call. The chop suey came down on that one. So 134. And got her hands of her brother there. That was a tough catch.
It was.
Blake could be proud about that one.
Little open post here motion.
Good
Good
take.
job there by Jenna.
Good job by the Bulldogs, opening the floor up, just trying to get some back cuts.
We do have Cooper Brown in the house.
So nice take there by Jenna. Couple freebies here. Chance to push the Bulldog lead. And first one's good. Jenna has 11. For the Bulldogs.
Comes Kinsey Shortridge. So did you get to play at the pit?
Oh yeah, yep. I played the pit a couple times. Nothing memorable. I don't remember if I did, and I don't think I did much there. But
You did get on the bus on time, though?
yes, I was on.
Okay.
I was on time, and I got to play the whole game. But
That's
I
good.
don't remember.
It's always good.
I know we scrimmaged there one year. I take that back. I'm sure I know I played there. I just don't remember if that was varsity or. I know when I was JV player, we scrimmaged there.
Good rebound by Ava. I tell you what, that's one of the things she does really well. I don't think people notice enough. She's a really good rebounding guard.
Yeah, Ava does a little bit of everything. I mean, she handles the ball. She can shoot it. She's a good passer, good rebounder. She's just a really good all-around basketball player.
And she's very physical on her box outs.
And she's a 4-year starter.
Yep.
4-year varsity starter.
I think some of that, I'll be honest, I think that's a soccer thing for her. Is she understands positioning and how to use her hips and get into people and get movement.
Nice offensive board there by Shannon Broomball. That was a big bucket for the Bulldogs to extend their lead. In 5 seconds.
Not sure if they're aware.
I don't think they are.
I don't think. Do they have a 3 tonight? I feel like they don't fit a 3
I don't
tonight.
think so. So after good third quarter there by the Bulldogs. After 3, it's 31-16. Defensively, really controlled. Did they score that quarter? What was the halftime score? Wasn't it 27-16?
It may have been.
I'm not sure.
They had 2 at the end of the first quarter.
I don't know.
Not sure.
Doc could tell us, but he's too far down. But anyways, good third quarter by the Bulldogs defensively and offensively, so they've stretched their lead to 15 points.
Yep.
So we'll go into the fourth quarter here. And it will be Bulldog basketball coming out of the quarter. Again, big thanks to Nate Broomball and Morgan Grudich for stopping by here at halftime and chatting it up. I was kind of talking to him about the difference between college athletics and high school athletics, and
slight difference.
Nate's had a really good career at Cedarville, and Morgan's having a really good career at IU East. And it's hard to believe they'll both be wrapping it up here pretty soon.
Gosh. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, Nate's got one more season left. And Morgan's got essentially one more. She'll have a spring season, but it's not very long. And then she'll have one more fall season. So here we go, start of the fourth. 8 minutes to go. Bulldogs lead by 15. High screen for Jenna to Shortridge.
Money. Oh, thought that looked good
looked
coming
good.
out.
Another good offensive board by Broomball.
There we go.
She's got that nice little turnaround in the paint.
She does.
I think this third one she scored like that today. And Shannon has 8 points on the night. I think all on offensive rebounds.
Newton working the ball around the perimeter. They're really looking in at Hess in the middle. But the Dogs doing a good job converging on her when she does get a touch.
And there.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. They told them not to guard her out there. And Brooke Hines said, you know what, I'll shoot it and make it. So Brooke Hines with the 3. But the Bulldogs really worried about Hess coming in that high post.
That's a good shot by Ava. Boy, it came out good.
Yeah, that just looked
really
good from
good
the beginning.
rotation.
Yep. So Burbridge with another 3. And yeah.
Big rebound by Shannon.
Again, they're getting Hess inside, trying to get her a ball inside, and had some tall bodies to deal with. Whoa.
It could have been.
I think their feet got tangled up there. Good job by Lehman on that last play, just to make Hess's life difficult when she tried to score in there.
Oh, thought she was going to give it a shot there and throw it up the. Dogs are going to work a little open post here. Trying to spread the court and
open them up, run a little clock.
Yep.
Get a really good look.
It's got a cut. I think they could get some backdoor cuts here if they're looking for them. There it wasn't, but that's what I was talking about. You know, if Newton's going to get up and pressure, the paint should be open, or you're just going to be able to keep running clock like this.
Yep. Just be patient, keep working the ball, and get a layup.
At some point, they're going to gamble. Don't throw it to her there. Let her pop out, space the court. And Newton seems content with letting us run offense, and we need to be content with running offense.
Yep.
There you go. Hit the open girl. Now we're going to go into our Jayhawk action. Ava gets refused, and
tough call.
Yeah.
Thought that was a no call. Good take by Ava, but good job by Harbor just to be big. And Ava gets the call.
Ooh.
And Ava rattles one in.
Rattled down.
And Ava's having herself a night tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I jinxed her. You're welcome, Ava. She has 15 points on the evening. It's a good night for her. Hit some big 3s for the Bulldogs. And good job by the Indians getting the ball inside to Harbor.
What year's Harbor?
She's a junior. She's a nice player.
Yeah.
She's a nice post player. I like her. Good size.
She's 6 foot.
Good size. She's long. They don't have heights on here. If she's not, she's close. She looks 6 foot to me.
Shooter's touch.
Yeah. So I'm going to give Shannon Broomball a break. And Sophie Lehman will come back into the game to handle the post duties. And the second free throw is good. Pulls Indians back to within 15, bringing the pressure back out. And yeah, there's a lot of things bad about that. Don't throw a cross-court pass there.
Don't pick up your dribble inside a half court.
Yeah, don't pick up your dribble right there.
Coffin corner. That's under the rules of what not to do.
Yeah.
And on the defensive side, it's what we want them to do.
Yeah, we want you to pick it up right there. So
go right there in that little box and pick up your dribble.
So the Bulldogs have it under 5 minutes on the clock.
Got to back cut their pressure here.
Short Ridge with the cut there. Burbridge.
Kate open
for
look.
3.
Oh,
Nice job by
good pass.
Jenna. Offensive
Ava.
board. I'll try one.
Okay.
And
So we had one that was a little bit too long, too short, and this one's off the bank.
yep. So we had 3 threes.
And they're going to shoot a layup.
And they go down the other end and draw a foul. So we'll have Hess on the line. With her base dribbles. And Hess with her second throw to make it 15 points again. She does. So the Bulldog lead is 15. And we're going to, a little pressure here. Comp's going to handle it. Good job by Kate.
And one more, and good job.
Good job by Lehman.
Yep.
Good job by the Bulldogs. Good reversal of the basketball. Made the extra pass and got a layup. And nice job by the freshman to finish it.
Tell you what, we've done a good job on Hess tonight.
Yep.
She's got 10 points, which is, what, 8 below her average.
She's averaging 18.
Well, they want to give it to her. Oh! There's no coaching us up here when we see something.
Yeah. 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 It's a long pass. Good catch by Lehman. That was a long pass to get good look by Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for her fellow post player.
Well, in that offense, they're screaming to look at it on the high post reversal, but Sophie had not kept her seal, so they probably should have waited another rotation to get that. And Shannon's getting pushed on her, and I think that's what's really been opening up things for Newton.
Tried to go high-low there. Don't think we need that right now.
No, a little quick.
Yeah.
Settling for a lot of threes.
Yeah, could have ran some serious clock right there. Yeah, Lehman's got to learn to just wall up right there.
Yep. She did. She went for the pump fake, but then when the shot came up and got her hands leaned a little bit forward.
So she can cut the lead. Bulldogs keep hanging on to about a 15-point lead. She can cut it to 14 with a free throw here. And she does. So it looks like we're going to have a timeout. And I'm sure they're going to set up their pressure here. So the Bulldogs need to be ready to set up their press breaker, handle the pressure here. As I said, the Bulldogs have a triple header tomorrow night at Oakwood. Freshman at 4:30, JV at 6, Varsity 7:15-ish. And then next week on Friday, we travel
To Northridge
to
battle the Polar Bears.
And then Saturday, we are home versus Newton.
Yeah, you got it.
We're home versus Newton. So the boys, 3 games coming up here. Next home one would be next Saturday, 2024. Hard to believe. But
Unbelievable.
2024. And of course, the boys, we play every Friday in January and the first 2 Fridays in February, with some Saturdays sprinkled in there.
No, we haven't done. We haven't checked any updates.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
There's,
That game's probably at least at halftime.
I would guess that game may be over. Oh, whoa, Rushi. Not what I expected
At
there.
halftime.
But that was 40 minutes ago. At
Okay.
halftime, Rushi, for everybody at home that has no clue what we're talking about because we've already had this conversation off air. In boys action tonight, Rushi, who is a state qualifier, last year returns a lot of people versus Troy Christian, who
Returns a lot of people.
they defeated in the regional final, returns a lot of people. At the half, and this was 40 minutes ago, Rushi was up 34-19. See if we can get an update here.
It's a 15-point lead at halftime.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joe Blackburn. He was giving us kudos. Hopefully, Sophia's doing all right.
Yep.
So got a chance for a 3-point play here, and the Indians, they can cut this to 11 with 2:17 left. And it's a 12-point lead. And we're just around the 2-minute mark, and the Bulldogs, they don't even need to take another shot. They just need to run some clock.
Play defense and rebound the ball.
Force them to foul you.
Yep, and they're into a delay right now, which on the boys' side, we called upper. It's a little triangle screen game between the 3 guards. And what they're looking for is they're going to look for a slip here. And there it is. Oh, Kenzie's got it. There's Jenna. Got to make herself available. Kate comes up. Is this secure? And now they're going to go back into it.
And got it under 2 here.
So we call this upper. We call it that because we stole it from Upper Arlington, who ran this in the state tournament probably 6 years ago, I feel like. Maybe longer than that. And they shot layups against, I feel like it was Trotwood Madison, but I don't think it was. Can't remember who it was. And they would just slip people in for layups against their pressure. We've now run over a minute of clock here.
Good job by the Bulldogs. Just running that clock.
And see, we're getting a little lazy with our screens. We got a screen and slip now.
And got it under a minute now.
Yeah.
And looks like Newton's not going to foul us, I guess. And use your timeout, Coach Roos, if you need to.
See, Jenna's got a slip right there. Bring it back out. Good. I got a screen. Now, what they see that slip right there where Kinsey hits the free throw line, and there's nobody in the paint.
So that's going to be it. There's 20 seconds left.
2-minute possession in the game.
That's pretty good. Good decision by Kinsey there. Just let it go out. So with 11 seconds to go, Bulldogs have a 12-point lead. So good job by the Bulldogs to run clock. David can just hang on to it. Maybe not. They're going to keep pressuring.
There's the slip right there.
She could have shot a layup.
Yeah. Good win.
Yeah, great job by the Bulldogs there, just running time off the clock. Just took, they made a tiny run and then said, we'll just hang on to it for the rest of the time. And So there you have it. And then this non-conference matchup between the visiting Newton Indians and the hometown Milton-Union Bulldogs. Bulldogs win 39-27. I believe Ava Berberich led all scorers with 15 points tonight. Hit a couple big threes, had a couple big shots for the Bulldogs. Did a lot of good things for them. But an overall good win for the Bulldogs, raises their record to 6-3. And they'll be in action next week somewhere against somebody. I don't remember who they play next week.
If you talk for about 30
seconds, I can do that. But the Bulldogs will be back in action next week for some TRC matchups.
So
against some fellow girls basketball teams.
So they are at Lehman on Thursday the 4th. And Saturday the 6th, they are at home against Northridge.
Okay, so they got 2 league games coming up, Lehman and Northridge.
Yep.
And like I said, this improves their record to 6-3. So the Bulldogs will go into the new year with a winning record and get back into TRC action next week.
Yep.
So do you have anything you'd like to add, Coach Berner?
I don't. Next time we'll be on air, or we'll be next year, correct?
Correct. It'll be 2024.
So hopefully everybody has a safe and happy new year.
And as always, big shout out and thanks to Tom Beck and WMPA for covering all these games. Tom has been to a lot of contests, and he plans on being a lot more down the road.
Yep.
So just kind of keep your eye out for it. But a big thanks to him for all he does behind the scenes. He has the hard job.
Yes.
We just sit up here and talk.
That's
right. So I am Andy Grudich, and he is Rusty Berner. And we thank you for listening and watching tonight. And once again, the Bulldogs defeat the Newton Indians 39-27. Everybody have a safe new year.